I'm not on Periscope. Hold on, you guys. Maybe we have to restart this broadcast. I think we have to restart this broadcast because we are not on my Periscope account. But that's okay. The guest.
Chantal, I see you on Periscope.
Yeah, you see me on Haps.
I just opened Periscope and I see that you are there.
We can hear you. We are. Yes, you are. Evening. I see you on Periscope. Yes, you are. But am I on my own account? Because on my own phone, I'm not on my own account. Is it working now? Let me see. Yes, I see it now. We are live on Periscope. I was so confused that I couldn't see myself, but we're here. We have arrived. Hi, guys. I see people on YouTube. Welcome to Around the World with ChantalTV. We had a little technical issue here, but I see it's all solved. Yes, on Periscope. So fantastic. As I said, we're going to do it in two broadcasts. So 2 guests tonight and 2 guests tomorrow night because of time zones, schedules, and all that. So I'm going to be introducing. I see Nina is already saying hello to you. I'm going to be introducing you to the very first guest. And well, there we have. Ta-da-da-da! Rita! Bonsoir! Good evening!
Nice to see you, everybody. Now I have
nice to see you.
Am I now in the middle? Kind of.
Sort of in the middle. It's okay. We can be all a little off the middle. I can be a little bit out of the screen. So, yes, guys, we are tonight with Rita from Halipu. Is it Halipu?
Halipu.
Halipu.
Yes.
Halipu. I was practicing this afternoon, but like on Periscope with somebody, with Nina from Finland, and she kept saying like I had to, because I went Halipu, and she was like, no, I had to be a bit more calm. But anyway, introduce yourself. We like to know who you are.
Well, I am the chief tree hugger of Halipu. Halipu means Hali is a cuddle, so a hug in Finnish, and Puu means a tree. So I'm the CEO and the chief tree hugger of Halipu, the hugging tree company. That's basically just us, our family. It's a little family-owned company here up in Lapland in the Arctic, and we do all kinds of stuff. What we are aiming at is bringing the forest to the people, no matter where you are located. So we take people virtually into the forest. We've been doing live broadcasts for 4 years already. And then we take people physically into the forest. So we live in basically, yeah, sorry.
But a strange question for me. Like, yeah, I would like to take people in the forest, but I don't have a forest. How did you get a forest?
Well, of course, Finland is a forest country, first of all. There is almost nothing more than forest in Finland. But the forest, this particular one, this hugging tree forest came to our family during the Second World War. So my father's family, they had to flee. They used to live by the ice sea up there in Pechanga. And they had
to
move
the ice sea. So the ice sea is that. Where is that exactly? Sorry for making such a stupid comment.
Really at the top of the world. So there's, Finland. We are in the Arctic, so above the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Above us, there's Norway.
Yeah.
And, well, Russia next to it, and then above that is the ice sea. And then when you still go further, that's when you end up in the Arctic, really, like the North Pole.
Oh wow! So you're close to Santa Claus.
Yes. So if you're not nice, I've got connections.
Oh, you got connection. Yeah, but so your grandfather, he after the Second World War or during the Second World War, he went down to Halipu.
Yeah,
That
they were
that is the name of
relocated.
the.
Yeah, it's not the name came with us. So the name Halipu we have given to the forest, but the Finnish state gave the forest. Oh well, my family was able to buy it cheap from the state because they had lost their land. So that's how it worked in Finland.
Oh
That's
wow!
how we got the forest. And that's where my father has been working since he was 12 years old. So he's been actually
Wow!
taking down trees and maintaining the forest.
Wow! But so what in that forest? Just like to quickly explain. So Rita is broadcasting every Sunday from the forest with her children and husband, and showing us the trees and showing winter wonderlands, and it's truly, truly amazing. It's if you want to do something on a Sunday, it's very early for America, but watch the replay. It is really nice. They are having open fires. They are making coffee, pancakes. Um, yeah, so it is truly amazing, and that's of course how I got to her. But so your father, he lived there, like on that land, and then in the end you become the CEO of tree hugging. How?
Well, what happened in between was that my father decided it was an Easter in 2014, I believe, and we were all of us together there by a campfire because that's what Finnish people do. We go
Yeah.
to the forest, have a campfire, and Dad took down a tree, and then he said that I don't want to do this anymore. Like I don't, this forest is ripe for felling, but I don't want to do that. What are we going to do? And then he himself, he said, well, let's adopt these trees as hugging trees to people. And I thought that is so crazy and so brilliant that I have to do it. So that's what I started doing. So I set up a website, put our trees up for adoption, and here we are now. So since then we've done all kinds of stuff.
So like now, I don't know the situation of the pandemic in Finland, but can people actually travel to Finland at the moment? Can people have holidays around in your area?
Not really. Mostly Finnish people at the moment. This is a tourist center for Finns as well. So there's a lot of people, really, normally from all over the world, but like this year, obviously, mainly from Finland coming.
Yeah, but so you're virtually having people adopting these trees. So all these people that are here, they can adopt a tree. So what do you do? You take them on the hand and you show them with a video their tree, or how does this work?
That's what we do. Yeah. So they can either pick a specific tree that we already have on our website, or they can like pick a generic tree, and then I will pick a tree for them. And so I will send an adoption certificate, of course, with coordinates and a little video of the tree where I introduce them to the tree. There's a lot of people, for instance, who have bought them as wedding presents or birthday presents, because it's really something they can always come and visit the tree in our forest. So there is something really alive that like belongs and that they can attach to. So.
Yeah, and does it have a little nameplate or?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
But
of course,
yeah, so basically people can go to your website, they can sign up, so halipu.com. They can sign up to adopt a tree, and then you basically give them a yearly update on what's going on with the tree, or not really?
Or they can, they can, for instance, on our broadcasts ask if they let me know on beforehand, then we can go and see how their tree is doing during the broadcast as well. So.
Oh, that's nice. I see a lot of questions also passing by, so I'm just gonna pick one out here. Present live, because we can present comments here. Is Halipu a sort of therapy?
Well, we do that as well, because what we do next to the tree adoption is, as I said, we take people really into the forest, and we have this thing called Arctic cocooning, and that is basically we have hammocks, and Finnish babies sleep outside. So when they take a nap, we wrap them up and we put them to have their nap outside, and that's kind of what we do with people as well. I wrap the people up in the hammocks, and then they have little naps in our forest, and that is incredibly soothing. So it's sort of our version of forest therapy. We don't, well, I mean, obviously we do different kinds of little exercises there as well during our Arctic cocooning trips, but
Wow.
It is the hammocking that's the main thing.
Oh wow! So it's hammocking, and why? Because I have no idea. Why do they hang babies outside? Because it seems a bit cruel.
No, that has just been the custom for a long time. It is very healthy. The air here, the air in our forest is actually the cleanest in the world. There's a center. Yeah, there's a center about 20 kilometers further northwest from us, and they measure the cleanest air on the whole inhabited planet in that center. So the air is super clean, and it's also, anyways, it's good for the lungs and it's good for the immune system. So of course the babies are wrapped very warm; they don't get cold.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Yeah, no, but it's I thought maybe it's a little bit like that whole therapy they're doing now with that Dutch guy, the Iceman, Wim Hofman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they like go in the cold in their underwear, and then they have to step in for the immune systems. And
well, you can always roll in the snow if you want to.
It's like you can always do that. Let me just, there's more questions. Then Nina says, lovely. Then Nina says also, I remember you said birches are more colder than pine trees in the winter.
Yeah, birch trees. Yeah, that's a really funny thing, because different trees, they behave differently in the wintertime. I mean, now here, the polar night is just starting. The sun doesn't come up anymore in the daytime. The weather can be really cold, so it can go down to -30, -40 Celsius. So that's seriously cold. And we have trees like birch trees, which are leaf trees. They can't keep their leaves, obviously, through the winter.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then we have trees like pine trees, which are evergreen, and they have this sort of they're natural anti-freeze, so they keep themselves going through the winter, although everything slows down, but still. So when you touch a birch tree, you can really feel the difference to how the pine tree feels. When you touch a birch tree, it is completely cold through and through. So it's it has taken all the nutrients to the roots, and in order to cope through the winter. Meanwhile, when you lay your hand on a pine tree, you can sort of feel that it's alive. It is, although it's cold to touch, it's not cold to the core. There's a sort of a warmth that you can feel, and these kind of things you can find in the forest when you actually have time and a chance to really, calm down, take it easy for a moment, and just really be there. And that's what we want to do. We take people along with us, and we try to give them the experience. What does it feel to be here in the Arctic? What does it? How is it to be in this environment?
Yeah, so I see now Stacy is commenting. She says it's keeping itself warm. I think also it's probably like because it's keeping itself alive, the pine tree, so it's moving stuff around. Wow, I get totally quiet. Like I'm like, oh, I need a tree. Like when I'm talking to you, because in Paris everything is so crazy, and I'm like, oh, I need a tree. But is it possible now? Do people go now on holidays to like the Finnish people? Is this a holiday season? Like they go for Christmas in your area? Is it not too cold?
No, I mean, well, anyways, this year so far has not been very cold, but this is a very loved holiday destination for Finns and foreigners alike. So this is would normally be an extremely busy season. Around Christmas, New Year, that's the busiest that it gets. And this area, although this is a village of about 1,000 people where we live, but in the wintertime we have about almost 30,000 tourist beds. So
wow,
there's 30 times more people in the wintertime.
Yeah, because what is the village called again that is close by? I think I wrote it down. Levi, no? Levi?
Levi, L-E-V-I. Yeah.
Yeah, Levi.
Center, yeah.
And do you have children?
Yes, we have
children. Yeah, and because you live on this land, is that far from school, or how does that work?
No. So the Halipu forest is about 10 kilometers from where we live. It's next to my parents' house. And we live right next to the school. We live right next to the shops. You know, people do, yeah.
Because I see you every Sunday and I just think that you live in a hammock and with the open fire all the time.
That's sometimes what people ask, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that is so nice. Then I imagine all the reindeers and all the yeah. But guys, it is so nice to to check out the broadcast on Sunday, because it is magical. It's really Wonderland. It's so amazing. So if I fly there, I'm not coming. Don't worry. But don't worry, Nina. I'm not surprising you guys in Finland yet. So where do you fly to?
You fly to the Kittilä airport. It's KTT.
Yeah.
So KTT.
Yeah. And is that an international airport, or is it you have to take national?
Sort of is. There are during the winter, especially now in the season, on normal years, there are flights from Paris as well, from German cities, from UK cities.
Yeah, because I was explaining it to my husband before, and he was just like, wow, it sounds so nice. And then remember, like 2 years ago or something, you were already like, Chantal, you should come. And I was like, but it sounds so far away and so cold. But now like with this pandemic, I'm really like, like discovering really the places, looking into it. Because before you're like, oh no, I'm too busy, I have to go to the south of France. Oh no, I'm too busy, I have to go to the Netherlands. I'm too busy, I have to go. But like now, because we have to stand still a little bit more, it is like really like, oh, but why would I not go to Finland? That is actually a very beautiful place. Absolutely. Do you see any questions here on the left, maybe, that you wanna?
Let me see.
That you maybe saw. You can scroll through all those comments. Maybe you see some people that the Sora says, "Oh,
Rita!" How nice that you did. Here, I'm seeing like which. Oh, and Louise is there as well.
Yeah, Louise. She was waiting. She was waiting already last night.
Oh, I'm probably not seeing all of the comments here, or I
No,
can't.
you know, you can go to the top. I
Yeah,
see Santa's
but
workshop. I'm just forest and lakes. Rita has an app. You have an app?
what?
An app. You have an app. Check it out.
Yes, I do. Yes, we
Oh,
do. And the thing is, because I don't know if you knew that, Chantal, but this summer we organized the Tree Hugging World Championships for the first time.
exactly. That was exactly the points I needed to get from you. The tree hugging world championships.
That was the first time. I mean, I thought that, it's nice because this year nobody can go anywhere. And we wanted to share something funny. I've had that idea for quite a while. And now I thought that this is the time to do it. And we did. So we had 10 people who live here in the area from different countries. And they were taking part in the live version of it. And then we also had the virtual competition. And we're going to do it again in 2021. So
Nice.
first of all, that's when you can come and visit us.
Yeah.
You can be like, I don't know if you want to be the French competitor or the Dutch one,
or the Kiwi. My husband can be the Kiwi one, the New Zealand one.
Excellent. Very good. So
yeah.
Then we have, unless Louise is coming as well, or you can both come.
Louise, oh sorry, then we have Louise. Sorry, Louise, you're gonna be prioritized on being the New Zealand representative. Yeah, all the right.
For the competitions, we take tree hugging pictures from people from all over the world, and that's one thing that I was now placing in the app. The app is not 100% ready. It's still sort of the first version of it, but we already have a world map on it, and we have a lot of tree hugs from all around the world that I have placed that people have been sending in. So
that's nice.
Yeah, because that's another way that we want to explore to really bring the feeling of the forest, really bring the forest to people.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to hug the tree in front of my house here. It's a little bit.
The thing is, because what happens when you hug a tree is actually the same thing as that happens when you hug a human being. So you get the same hormones from hugging the tree as you would from hugging a person. And that's in these times when people really can't necessarily even hug their relatives. Then I thought that this is even a really nice thing to do at Christmas, for instance. Take your family and go tree hugging. You can socially distance. It's a very good socially distanced activity. You go and hug different trees and they still get the feeling of hugging. You still get to be with your family, but you are still socially distanced.
Exactly. Yeah, well, that's really funny. Hug a tree. I will definitely do this with this Christmas and see who's into it. Maybe because all the trees are around the turkey and the chicken, so I'm definitely going to combine it with my turkey talk. And but brilliant that tree hugging. So the tree hugging, guys, we all gonna hug a tree, and we all gonna
send us some pictures.
Yeah, and we're gonna all put them in the app, so that you can be. We're all gonna be tree hugging. I'm still not sure about the tree downstairs because in Paris there's so much of this virus around. That virus must be just waiting for me on the tree here. What do you think? Do you think the virus will stick to it?
Trees are by nature they are antibacterial. So, this is a virus, but I believe that it works the same way with viruses as well. So I doubt that there will be a virus attacking you from the tree. That's a funny thing because if you, for instance, have a wooden cutting board, that's much cleaner than a plastic one because it cleans itself.
Yeah. Well, I always have a vegetarian person chopping board and a non-vegetarian chopping board, because I think the dead bacterials are sticking into the board. So I'm trying to be proper for the vegetarians. Yes, Donna. Wait 1 second, Donna. You can already join in the broadcast, and you can see what is happening. Louise, you can come in. Donna, you can just type in my name and you can come in. Donna is waiting to come in. Similar to Manuka honey. Manuka honey, like similar with the antibacterial thing. That's true.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Seriously, there is a popular car commercial here, and it ends with tree hugging. It's quite sweet.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
No, but definitely you should keep me up to speed with the tree hugging. So can we find the app on your website? Is it on halipu.com?
Yes, you can find that there as well. Halipu.com, that's our website, and we have the link to the app as well. Through the app, you can't yet put the pictures in, so you have to send them to us, and I will put them in. But
okay, I just look. There you are with your halipu.com, and then Rita RW here on Habs. So that's what you can see as well. And yeah, we all gonna tree hug now.
Excellent.
And thank you so much, Rita. This was a really nice conversation, and
thank you for having me.
I hope we can do this soon again.
Oh yeah, definitely,
anytime we do this. But then maybe we can do it once when you're at the fire. So when you're finished with your broadcast, or before you're doing your broadcast, we can do it like in the snow, and I can enjoy the pancakes virtually.
That will be in the daytime for us. So now it's
exactly
past 10. But
yes, we will do that. Okay, thank you so much, and see each other soon.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Nice to see you.
Bye, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Nothing happens. Yes, she's still... Yeah, she's gone. I mean, she's not gone, but she's out of the broadcast. Somebody is laughing. I don't know who. Okay, look at this. So we have our second guest, who I know absolutely for years and years and years. And I think I know her very well, which is not the case. But just because I see her every day, I see her every day on Periscope. Another person who's very zen and very with the world, but then on a beach, not on a tree. Where's the text? She meditates, she practices yoga, she writes books, and she shows us a wonderful sunrise in South Florida, or not. Sometimes not, but mostly every day. So not a day to be missed with the wonderful Donna Melanson from Azure Yoga. I'm clapping. Hi.
Thank you.
Welcome, Donna. How are you?
I am doing great. And before we get talking too much or get started, I just wanted to say that I want to join you and Louise at Rita's Hugging Forest when you go, because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we all gonna go tree hug and we meet there. It's like a whole meetup, and we can do all that. Yeah, it's really, really, truly amazing. Let me just switch Rita off for a second, because I don't know how that works. Maybe they can do that behind the scenes to switch off Rita. I don't know. It's all new for me. Are you on the computer? I am
on the computer, which I never broadcast from the computer. And so it's very interesting to be on the back end to see this whole screen and setup of how it works back here. Super cool.
It's quite exciting, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's for me, first of all, I try to find myself in the middle of the screen the whole time. I'm like, which way do I move? But it works. And you're perfectly positioned. But Donna, introduce yourself for the people that don't see you early in the morning, because you're very early on. Is it only weekdays or only in the week, or also in the weekends?
7 days a week. So I broadcast live 7 days a week at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I broadcast the sunrise at on the beach in Boca Raton, Florida. And we practice a little yoga meditation, and we have a little conversation, and we just kind of inspire each other and ourselves to be peaceful beings out in the world. So.
That is so nice. I see like lots of people now saying hello, Donna. Hi, Donna. Kia ora, Donna. It's wow. It's like amazing because I missed the comments, so I couldn't see it. Yeah. So you inspire them to practice with you. I think. Rita, can you switch off your microphone because I can still hear you. Rita's like, what's happening? Yeah, so you're inspiring other people to practice yoga with you. But I think at one stage you told me, I don't know if it was in a broadcast or maybe it was in a private conversation, you started to broadcast to motivate yourself.
Yeah. So I actually just wrote a book that tells my whole story. I'm going to put it in the screen, A Yogi's Path to Peace.
Yeah.
And it tells my story about how I got there. But basically, yes, I had been unhappy and for a long time, and became a yoga teacher and wanted to further my practice. And I just started living from a different way. This is the long story short. I just started living from the different way and started trusting my instincts. And so one of the things after I became a yoga teacher is I started having this like intuitive nudge from within to start practicing yoga meditation at sunrise. And so I had moved closer to the beach, and I realized that because that was my dream also. And I realized I had not been to the beach, not once. This is like 3 months later. So I thought, how can I get to the beach without getting too much sun? And then I realized, well, I could go in the morning and I could fulfill both promises of, enjoying the beach every day and doing my yoga meditation practice daily at sunrise. So I just started going every morning at sunrise. There'll be, I guess, 6 years. February will be my 6th year that I started doing this every day. And then after a few months, someone saw me, a fellow yoga teacher saw me on the beach and said, you need to start broadcasting live on Periscope. And so, so I just started doing that. And luckily for me, I started trending and things like that, which brought me a lot of viewers. And so, and I always saw you on there, Chantal. You were like
we see each other.
And so, so I was, it's helping me on my path. So yes, I started doing it for myself. And then, but it was just so beautiful I felt like it needed to be shared. And so when someone suggested to me to broadcast it live, I felt like it was the right thing to do, and it just felt right. And I think, the fact that I started trending and things like that, it kind of solidified to me that, yes, you need to follow that intuitive nudge, and it's going to lead you on your right path.
Yeah, because basically when you're starting your broadcast, you have a little introduction. Then so what is the structure of your live stream when you broadcast every day?
So yeah, when I start, I always say, good morning, you beautiful souls. It's another beautiful day. And then I just wait for people to start coming into the broadcast. And normally the structure is that we just chat a little bit and maybe look at the sunrise, depending upon where the sun is or if there's clouds over the sun. And then we do a little yoga meditation. Then we do a lot of chatting after. Like I keep my broadcast to an hour, and that's that. But there's often times where something is exciting going on, like we see a large turtle or someone's kite surfing, or there's a wedding taking place on the beach, and then we kind of divert the broadcasts and but the basic structure is that.
Yeah. And so you wrote your book. What else has it? So besides that somebody saw you practicing and you started your broadcast, what other, I don't even know the words in English, but I would say, it's opportunity sounds weird to say that, but you know what I mean, like chances or because of broadcasting on the beach.
What else has happened?
Yeah. What else happened and came to you? That's what I mean. Like opportunities sound so like, like what are the opportunities? Like what happens? What is the story? What's other things? I saw like speaking, or did you do that already before?
I wasn't speaking right away after I, started gaining followers and everything. I had an opportunity to teach meditation at the Yoga Journal conference in Hollywood, Florida, that was happening down here. So I taught 2 meditations
wow.
at this large conference, and so that was pretty big for me. Other than that, I've had the opportunity to do teacher trainings and things like that were probably in the works as they are. But one of the things that did happen and then kind of solidified to me that I'm on the right track was that one time while I was meditating on the beach, I ran into, there was a man sitting there. I'd seen him meditating the week before, and he kept trying to come and talk to me. And I was a little, because often I'm on the beach by myself, so I'm a little like,
Yeah.
a little hesitant to talk to anyone. So finally, I took my broadcast with me after we finished our meditation. I went and spoke with him, and it turned out he was Secretary General of World and Religious Leaders, Bawa Jain. And so he chatted with us. It really was a big boost to the broadcast. It really enlightened us, and he's still a good connection that I have right now. In fact, he wrote a what's it called on the back of my book?
Oh yeah, like in English I don't know. I know what you mean, like a recommendation. No,
recommendation.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, but that's so nice.
Yeah.
And your book is where can people purchase that anyway? Just
you can purchase it on Amazon, Amazon.com, I guess, and anywhere. Right now, I just launched it as in hard copy, so it's going to libraries and bookstores right now. But you can buy it in, I believe, in most of Europe on Amazon.
oh, good. Because who published it? The book? A Yoga's Path to
I
Peace?
self-published. It's
nice.
So
very good.
It's on Amazon, and now I'm published on Ingram Spark.
Wow!
So they were taking it to
congratulations.
libraries and things like that. Yep.
Congratulations. I see here some Rita is trying to write some comments, but she's writing them to us instead of to the public. So they're all to us. Rita, you're writing us, not in the public, so that's good. Yeah, but that's great. I mean, the power of what is happening now in the world, that you can publish, you can stream, you can, the whole social media, like all your marketing tools are in your own hands. What is the next step for you?
Well, I feel like, as I was saying before, that I'm just trusting that intuition, and whatever happens, just like starting to broadcast, and then my opportunities to speak at the Yoga Journal conference and things like that. But and then publishing this book. And I also have a podcast called The Silent Bit that I started doing. So I started doing that right before the book was published. So I just finished my first year, but we're already being listened to in like 26 countries.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's very cool and powerful. I interview a different yoga teacher every week and have a conversation, and then they lead us on a guided meditation. So I've got a lot of things working on. I'm still trying to do the audiobook version of this book and things like that. So I'm just, and at the same time, we're selling our house. So,
but you're gonna move away from the beach, or you're gonna stay in the area?
We're gonna stay in the area, but we also have a house on the island of Bimini, Bahamas, so that we'll be there part of the time. And
very nice.
And then we want to build a house in the mountains so that we have both the mountains and the sea, because my story starts in the mountains. So
Oh wow! But for me, it's. I thought you were going to say, "Oh, I buy a minivan and and I'm going to go around the world."
Well, that is planned too. Well, my husband has an antique auto,
Yeah.
1940 Ford,
Oh
and
wow! So
we
Second
is
World
in the
War. Yeah.
process of restoring it. And once it is restored, we're doing like a tour around the United States, and then maybe world tour after that. So
Oh wow! So well, but I hope you will be sleeping in a hotel then, and not in the restored car,
yeah.
because that is kind of difficult. Wow! So it's gonna be like a whole adventure for you. So we will see you move around then, like in the next year.
Yeah, I hope so. And so I feel like I'm doing everything that you're not supposed to do when you launch a book. You're supposed to really be publicizing it and things like that. And I feel like I'm just sitting in that place of trusting that the universe is working for my benefit, that things will happen, just like doing this live broadcast here with you, Chantal. I really appreciate
Exactly.
it.
No, thank you. I'm the same way. Yeah. I'm we talk like, look how much I've prepared on you. I read about you, and that is all I wrote down, because I was like, I know I can just talk to her. It will just
Yes.
come, because I trust the universe, and we are live streamers and we know how to talk. So I don't need to prepare too much. This is going to go. That's how I work. So you see, we trust and we talk. And then we have all these lovely people. I totally forget to I'm ignoring the comments, but I see. Do you remember Tony by Mr. Matthews? It's maybe from the very far past, from Amsterdam. He was always broadcasting from Amsterdam. He is here in the
Oh,
broadcast.
nice. Hi, Tony.
We haven't seen him forever, which is great. Nice to have you here. Of course, Louise is here. Ricky Beltran is he's from YouTube. Then I think we have some people from Facebook, maybe from Lisa Weaver Yates, Marcy Haviland.
Marcy, yes, Marcy's a friend of mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
there's
I
some
can't
friends
really
of.
see the chat too well. It's kind of limiting me on what I
Yeah,
can see. So,
you have to
oh,
swipe to the side, and then you can because I had the same thing. It's hard to go in the producer software. Before it was all in one screen, and now you have to swipe left and right. So if you swipe, you can see the comments on the left.
oh, and there's John Fire Beach and Dindy Yokels here. They're from me, from my people. So that's
Very
nice.
good.
Hi, everyone. I just saw the John shouting out to Dindy. Island Girl's here. Hello, Island Girl. And I'm sorry if I missed other comments that I didn't see before.
Exactly, but I have the same thing. So we apologize if we missed the comments. We are not ignoring you. It's just like for us a little bit hard to scroll through, but one day this will all work perfectly. Yeah, so what is the first place you're going to travel to when we can travel again?
Yeah. Well, for my peace tour, with my book and my husband's restored car, I'm going to visit several listeners, and I'm going to start at the East Coast at one of my listeners named Mama Terry. I'll be stopping at her house, which is on the coast of North Carolina, and then going up the East Coast across northern United States, and maybe going into Canada a little bit, and then heading down to California and back. So, but there's so many places I want to travel to, and I can't wait to get to Europe and to Finland for the tree hugging.
Tree hugging, yeah. We all need to tree hug.
That's now at the top of my list.
We all have tree hugging on the top of our list now. It's I read it, I saw it briefly, and I'm still like wondering about the tree outside, because it's quite dirty, and I'm still like, can I actually hug that tree outside here? But anyway, maybe I'm gonna do it.
I had a tree in my yard when I was a little girl. It was apparently I loved this tree, and I literally did go and I used to hug the tree because I loved it so much. It grew big, beautiful orange flowers. It's called a Royal Poinciana, and here in Florida they grow. So, but I remember going and literally hugging that tree. But it didn't seem dirty then to me. So
No, but here in the street, you know, because I live like in the center of Paris, and there's
yeah.
so many people walking, and they have closed because of the virus. They've closed many toilets and all the restaurants and bars, so it's very hard to go somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, so I am not sure if I really, you know, should be hugging the trees in Paris. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
wait till you get to Finland.
Yeah, no, I always do Amsterdam or to the Netherlands, but I'm not very sure about the trees downstairs here. But anyway, yeah. Hey, but Donna, thank you so much for joining here and having this talk. And we should be tree hugging, all four of us, soon.
I hope so. I hope
Rita,
so. Keep me in the loop.
Louise, yeah, we're gonna do a whole tree hugging thing, and I hope to speak to you soon. And good luck with the book. I also, let me just find it, because I also put all your details here. Let me see. I'm just gonna take myself out for a second. So there it is.
There I am.
At Donna Melanson, that is here on Habs, and azulyoga.com. Is that your link tree or not?
Yeah. That's my website, so you can find out most information there.
Yeah, and then you also have a link tree, and that is with the Donna Melanson, and then you will find everything you need to know about Donna. And of course, every day on Periscope, not a day to be missed. You can practice and you can meditate with Donna, and you should. And it's your voice. You must have the most famous, soothing voice on Periscope. When you listen, you're like, oh, you know. So thank you so much. Namaste, and hope to see you.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, dear friends, that was lovely to meet Donna. Lovely to meet Rita. Tree hugging, yoga on the beach. We all gonna be doing it. As I said, this is the first half of the show. The second half of the show will be tomorrow. Will be a lot later for me, so I will be going to bed very, very late. But tomorrow night, we're going to be broadcasting an extra episode. We will go to Sydney, so you should come and come around the world with me. And yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you for watching. I see Rita, I see all the comments. Thank you, thank you. So tomorrow night, not the same time, but 2 hours later, 2 new guests around the world with ChantalTV. And thank you again to Donna and to Rita. And thank you guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye.